Hey, what's going on, guys? We are live once again, where we come to you weekly and talk about some things that we're dealing with or have dealt with while on this journey of achieving our goals and dreams in hopes to inspire somebody to actually start their journey as well as motivate those who already have. For those of you who do not know, and you probably should know by now, but for those of you who do not know, my name is Jeremiah Dace, and I'm joined with the lovely and amazing Xavier Prelo. How we doing, Zay?
Hey, beautiful people. We are awesome. How are you, Jay?
I am super fantastic, as always. It's another...
Fantastic.
It's a beautiful... It ain't morning. Okay, scratch that. Anyway, moving right along. Guys, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week for both of us, I'm sure.
Yes.
It's been a crazy week. So let's just, without further ado, let's just tell people about your week. What you been going through? What's been going on for you?
Just so many opportunities, y'all. And once you just relax and let the universe guide you, and you don't try to, force anything, everything just always works out in your favor. So just always be, let the universe do its thing. It's working in your best interest always. So that's my week ultimately in a nutshell. What about you, Jay? How was your week?
Well, I'm gonna be Zay went the whole. Well, guys, if you just. If you just like take your time, I'm gonna be real. This week kicked my butt. Bruh, the struggle on getting up every day. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's been real. But no, like for real, it's also been educational. It definitely made me reflect and look at some things and like, okay, time management and executing on certain different things. So definitely, it's been beneficial. But I helped out a friend yesterday. They were doing the support for Puerto Rico. You guys know the Hurricane Maria came through and like just wreaked havoc on Puerto Rico. So they were collecting, I don't know, like donations, like money. They were collecting like Pampers, food, water, all these different things, and it was a great turnout. What's going on, Art? It was a great turnout, so that was a phenomenal experience. My weekend was my week was crazy, but it was a good weekend so far.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, I work at a pediatric office, and one of the doctors, he is in the process of training for an Ironman.
Really?
For those of you who don't know what an Ironman is, I didn't necessarily know. Ironman is a triathlon. For those of you who don't know what a triathlon is, my man, a triathlon is like, okay, so he's going to swim for 2.5 miles, something like that. Then he's going to do a bike ride for 115 miles. 115 miles. And then my man is going to run 26 miles. I was proud of my 5K. You know what I mean? I was like, I did a 5K. And my man said, yeah, I'm getting ready for the Ironman. I'm getting ready to do a triathlon. It was Friday. He said, yeah, tomorrow, my Saturday workout, I'm going to go bike 100 miles and then run 8. That's my Saturday workout. I was like...
Well,
all I could think was there's levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been running for about 30 plus years. So, you know what I mean? He got it. But I was, you know what I mean? Hey.
Well, yeah. Good. I want to say congratulations for you for doing your 5K.
That.
And definitely shout out to him because that's crazy.
Nah, bump him. He good. You know what I mean? Bump that. Oh, no, but anyway, definitely Art. Who just got the time? He said the first one he ran it, he did the whole thing in like 16.5 miles. And then the second one, he did 14.5. And he's going to try to get less than that this time.
Wow.
Who just has 14 hours to dedicate to torture? That's torture. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Good for you.
Right
Good for you, sir.
I was like, I appreciate you, man. Do it for both of us. I appreciate you. That's what I told him. But moving right along, y'all. We got a great and phenomenal show lined up for you.
Can we fix your camera?
What's wrong with my camera, Zay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is what I deal with, guys. Especially prior to going live. I mean, it's like
sometimes it's my fault, but not all the time. But it's fixed. We ain't even gotta discuss it. Let's go into the show.
You had a his or hers that you wanted to hit on.
Actually, we didn't talk about it. So
But this is the perfect time to talk about it.
No, let's just get into the show.
I feel like the audience is. I feel like the viewers are watching. What's the his or hers?
Okay.
Bruh. All right. This is okay. Moving right along. You can't give us nothing.
No, maybe next time.
Ain't that some? All right. Okay. All right. It's cool. Whatever. Moving right along. We got a great show lined up for you guys. We're gonna be talking about. Guys, so we want to hit on the how. Look at Art. Art said do it. Art said do it. But you know, look,
what?
Look.
Okay, so the show, guys. Jay.
I'm not saying this. This is. I'm
Jay, no. Let's go. Guys, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a surprise this week and just come in and then do his and hers. But right now, I mean, you know, we didn't discuss it, so you know, I don't know.
All right, so don't tease us.
Okay, so the show, guys.
All right,
today.
so obviously it's not gonna happen today. Maybe we'll do one this week sometime, and we'll do a special edition.
Yes, maybe.
Anyway, so the show we want to hit on the how, and that has been really big on us. What's his name? Is he watching? I'm sorry.
What?
Carol played too much. What's his name? Is he watching? That's hilarious. It's okay. I'm not. Hey, Carol, like let it go.
Can we proceed
to give people what they need? Moving right along, and aren't we live? That's
we are off track. Can we?
He said this ain't me. This is them.
Alrighty then.
As you sip your tea. So no, all right. For. All right, so we're gonna be talking about the how, and it's been something that we really have been going back and forth with. We've been talking about this episode for a while now, and we just want to present it to you guys. So the how is what that look like for you?
What I found is no matter how much, I mean, of course you got to have a plan. You always got to have like a guideline of where you're going and where you want to be. What I found out is it never really turns out that way. But I feel like a lot of people don't start. The reason why a lot of people, even myself, they take so long to start anything is because they're always focused, well, how. And no matter how much you plan, no matter how much you try to, prepare, life is in charge. You know what I mean? So, life is going to guide you because along your journey, there are things that you have to learn in order to prepare to the person you're going to be. So life is going to throw you in situations, and it's not good or bad. It's really just how you look at it. To give you life lessons to grow as a person, to be that person or that, to be who you want to be for that goal. So I think this is really important because we were just right before the show listening to Gary Vee, and he's always talking about like just start. A lot of people won't start because they're like, well, I need this, I need that, I need this to start, and it's not about any of that. It's really just starting. And we also was talking about just how far we've come along, and I know y'all see in this show, like we literally just started. We just picked a day. We were like, hey, we're gonna do like this, and just the transitions, the flow, our personal development. Just from the show, like we didn't know it was gonna be like this and be so smooth. It used to take us hours, y'all, to prepare for that show that Sunday. And that's not even including the week. Like throughout the week, we were on the phone, hey, make sure. Now we just like, hey, let's do it. We definitely prepare, but it doesn't take prepreparation because we just do it.
As much preparation.
As much. Yeah.
So I mean, and the first few episodes, you know what I mean?
Don't go watch them.
The first few episodes were like, like the feedback initially was not all good. Like, I mean, it was a lot of love and support, but the feedback initially was like not good. I mean, I remember you were talking to one of your it was a mentor or
he's a business business advisor.
Yeah, and he was just like he just told you like, yo, trash the first two episodes, trash them, and I was just like, I put my soul into the first two, and like at least the second one, like that was where we like told our personal story of how we got to where we are and where we were, and I was like, man, like You know what I mean? Trashed him? I don't know about that.
he was like, just get rid of him. And I was like, oh.
I got a little offended. But
yeah, I know, like the first 2 episodes, that's like when we were open up, giving our idea, and then we were sharing our personal stories, and he was just like, just get rid of it.
Yeah, I was like, man, like I talked about my mom on an episode. I felt some type of way, but he was like, but it's real. Like we looking back on this episode now and looking at where we are, it was like, wow, like there has been growth, and not to toot our own horn, but to toot. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we have grown, and that's, you won't grow until you start. And so many of us we waste time on the how that we never start. And if you don't mind me transitioning into, it's just like that's what I did for so long. I could have been in pursuit of becoming a motivational speaker. I could have been in pursuit of doing something like this. You know what I mean? Just doing like just a conversation with people, or just I could have been speaking at different places, but I was so focused on, well, you have to be successful in another area in order to become a motivational speaker. Nobody's just gonna want to listen to you, and I didn't necessarily look at myself as having something to say. So I was just so focused on how to start that I never started. And I think that's where a lot of people are right now. Like, we're so focused on how to start, or like everything, like you said, like I have to focus on how I'm supposed to walk, or how I'm supposed to talk, or how I'm supposed to breathe. I don't know, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But like, you don't have to worry about how to do it, just do it. And like Les Brown said, how is none of your business? You know, it's not. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Your business is the doing. The how will come. So that's where I was at for at least a couple years, like 2, 3, maybe even plus years, where I knew I was supposed to be doing something, or I knew I was supposed to be speaking. I always came back to speaking, and I would venture off, and I would come back to it and venture off. But I was so focused on how to start speaking, or how to do it, that I didn't do it for so many years. And I mean, like, I'm grateful for doing it now, but I just can't imagine where I would be today had I started when I first really accepted it. Yeah. Had I started then.
And with that, a lot of people think, well, a lot of people, just saying what we were already saying, like, a lot of people don't start because they're like thinking about the how. And they think it's supposed to go a certain way. Like, okay, let me go a little deeper. So they think like, well, like if you want to be a motivation speaker, they're like, well, I didn't have that childhood. I didn't have that.
Yeah,
so they just kind of, they think just because, another person did it one way, like, we are all on our own journey, so it's not going to be like the next person. You just gotta go, like, just start. Yeah,
like you compare yourself, especially when you're going after a goal. Like, everybody, like, I'm a fan of Eric Thomas. If you haven't checked him out, highly recommend it. But I compared myself to him. I'm like, yo, I don't have that upbringing, or I didn't go through the things he went through, or like, you try to do it the way that they did it.
Yeah.
But that way has already been taken.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, so do it your way. Like, it's not, you can do the same things that they did, but you're not gonna get what they got.
Yes.
Because they've already got it. You know what I mean? You have to do it the way that you need to do it, so that you can get what's rightfully reserved for you. So that's something that really spoke to me, and I was just like, man, just start. And honestly, ever since I have, it's just literally, I mean, and I can't even explain it, guys. And I'm not saying this on like some magical trip or anything like that. But like, literally, stuff just comes to me, and just because I'm actively doing it, it's literally like the universe just opened doors, and it's like, bruh, like, you know what I mean? I would have never. But had I not given myself the right to start, instead of waiting on permission from somebody else, or seeking approval from somebody else, or like letting somebody else tell me this is a good time, had I not done that, I wouldn't be here where I am today. And I'm proud of where I am. I'm not satisfied, but I'm proud of where I am today.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's crazy how far I've come in just this little amount of time, and I'm even more excited about where I'm going to go.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, opportunities just come. And I think another thing, people think, well, like they want it a certain way, they want it to look a certain way, and they think, well, I in order to be a singer, I guess, I have to go, and this is just me putting something together, but I have to be on American Idol, and then I'm gonna get signed, and then, but no, you have to be in these small little clubs first, and then you know what I mean? It's
or you got to be on Vine. I think Ruth B, something simple like that, like Ruth B, the Lost Boy song, I am a lost boy from Neverland.
I don't know this.
Okay, well, you're one of the. You
Maybe
know what I mean?
I know if I hear it,
but anyway, so like, she was found on Vine, like, and she put out like a 10-second video of her singing, and people like requested
Wow.
more of her. And then next thing you know, she's signed. So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
it doesn't
do
have to
it.
go a certain way. Figure out the why, the how will always be shown to you.
Yes.
There it is. Like,
Yes.
shout out, appreciate you, BJ. I'm going to say it again. BJ said, figure out the why, and the how will always be shown to you.
Yes. Because you don't know. Like, you are creating your life by, coming up with those big goals and those big dreams and, imagining and believing. But the how, that's not your responsibility. The universe will get you there. You just got to ask for it. You got to work towards it.
Definitely. And it's really about, like, it's just the action is where it comes from. You know what I mean? Like, it's the thoughts begets the actions, and then the actions begets the results, and then it's just a never-ending cycle of that. So the how comes through the process.
Yeah.
The how doesn't come in the beginning, and if you're waiting on the how to come to you, you got to go to the how, if you will. You know what I mean? Because the how doesn't come to you at the start line. The how comes to you, and you kind of like collide with the how in the process, in the journey. So. Yeah, definitely, man. It's just...
And then along the journey, there are going to be different opportunities and different... Like, you're going to have to make decisions. You're going to have to, is this for me? If it's not... But then if you don't take that opportunity, then that's your one chance. So it's not like you even, like, going off the path, because all roads lead to the same destination because it's for you. Sorry.
Quick phone call. All right.
If you work towards it and...
Threw you all off. Huh? Light, you know what I mean?
Light, you know what I'm saying?
We are alive. No, but definitely, you definitely want to have a plan, guys. And I will never tell you not to have a plan. I think.
But just don't get upset when it doesn't go your way, or don't get upset when
you go with it.
It's life.
But no, like you definitely want to have a plan, because without a plan, I think Scripture says, like, without a plan, my people perish. So it's like, without a plan, you don't really have a direction of where you want to go. But like Zay just said, like, don't be upset when the plan doesn't go the way you want it to go. We can't always predict that, but be willing to ride the wave when it comes.
Or, this is what I was trying to say earlier, or like just going down a path that you didn't want to do. Or, you know what I mean? Like, just taking a risk and doing something that you feel like you wouldn't do. Like, yeah. But it's still, you're going to learn something through that process. I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, how some people, they're like, like people, when you try something new but it's not something that you never thought you would have done. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know, like, okay, I don't know if this is exactly what you're trying to say, but I remember talking to one of my guys, and he was like, man, for real, I'm just lost. I'm at a loss. I don't know what I want to do. How do I know that what I choose to do is where I'm supposed to be? You know what I mean? He was just like, man, like, how do I know that if I do this is where I'm supposed to be? I feel like you're supposed to just fall into it. You're supposed to just know, and I'm not falling into it. I'm not just knowing it. I'm like, bruh, just start doing it. And his fear was, if it's going to be a waste of time. It's going to be like, he doesn't want to put all the energy, all that time, invest all that money into it, and then it not work out. But it depends on how you look at it. Is it really a failure, or is it a success? Because now you know this wasn't it. But at the same time, if you truly believe that this is where you're supposed to be, and you actively pursued it and found that wasn't it, and then what's going to happen is the universe will provide opportunities and show you that, hey, this isn't it, and that's okay, but this is where you're supposed to be, and it will guide you to where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, you're like, no matter what, I'm trying to say it as plain as I can, but like, for instance, like, let's say if you are on the journey, right, and then you have to pick up a second job, or you have to, do something outside of your comfort zone, or outside of what you, at that moment, what you see, like, this is nothing in line to where I'm trying to be. Like, you're gonna learn something from that. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not getting it out, but no.
Bring your situation to the 13th floor where we give great advice.
What is he talking about?
What you were talking about, what you didn't want to tell the people earlier. That's what he's talking about. Carrey ain't let it go. He not gonna let it go.
So you're not even focused on the how right now. Like, we over here trying to work.
He focused on how you didn't say what you were supposed to.
There wasn't a situation. I just was gonna be like, hey, here's and hers, but Okay. See, Carol, what are you doing? There's not a situation. Listen, everything is great. Okay. Life is popping. Life is popping right now.
Moving right along.
But do you see what I'm trying to say? Like,
about Carol?
No, ain't nobody worrying about Carol right now.
No, but man, like, it's really. How do we take the first step, though? I'm scared. Is that okay? Yes.
You just gotta do it. Listen, if you... Oh, was that for you? For me?
No, please. No,
Like, if you don't start, like, where do you... I guess, let's start here. Today's October 1st, y'all. It's a new month. We still got time in 2017, but you gotta ask yourself, where do you want to be a year from now? Where are you going to be a year from today? October 1st, 2018, where are you going to be? What's your life going to look like? If you don't take action, if you don't make a decision, if you don't do something different, you're going to be where you are. Like, that's the answer, ultimately. So you just need to figure, like, if you want to really create your life, if you really want to follow those goals and dreams, if you really want to change your life, y'all, if you're breathing, you can change your life. No matter what your situation is, no matter what's going on, like, that's a part of life. But you need to figure out, and this is like the first challenge for the people who saying I'm scared or I don't know what to do. Where do you want to be October 1st, 2018? That's my challenge to you. That's my challenge for you.
Yeah, definitely. Find out what it is you want. Like, yeah, no, I agree. But to answer, if you're scared, is it okay to be afraid? 100%. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like you're insane if you're not. And there's a quote: "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." You should definitely. I'm not saying you should be afraid.
True.
You know what I mean? But it's like, it makes sense to be afraid, and that's okay. I think Les Brown said, "Feel the fear and do it anyway."
And do it anyway.
Like, embrace it, internalize it, and allow that to change it from holding you back to pushing you forward. And it's okay to be afraid. I think a lot of people are, and that may hinder you at first. But know that some fear is necessary.
Yes.
I think the right fear is necessary.
And honestly, what is fear? Fear.
False evidence appearing real.
That's all it is. And it's because you're doing something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not because something bad's going to happen. People always assume fear with being bad. Mm-hmm. It's only bad if you don't do nothing about it. But it's because it's new, it's unfamiliar, and you just like, oh snap, because you don't know what to expect. We like to be comfortable. We like to, know what to expect. But when you get something new, then that's just an uncomfortable feeling. But we call it fear, but that doesn't mean it has to be bad.
I think the fear comes from lack of competence, and when you transition, I think after doing it and taking action, then the fear transitions into competence. And then you try something new on top of that, and then you may have a little bit more fear, but you also have a little bit of more like confidence at that point. You're kind of like, because I know I conquered that past challenge. And that's what I remember I was saying this on the past episode. Like, the past events of our lives, they're not for just the past. Like, we're supposed to carry those with us, because I know that I conquered and I overcame that last challenge. I know that this challenge, life can only present to you the same thing over and over again. It's just in a different package.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Life is going to give you the
true.
exact same challenge, the exact same hurdle. It's just a different package. It just looks different on the surface level, but at its core, it's the same thing. So when you look at it like that, you know that I overcame you already. I had the victory over you. I already beat you. And then when you go with that mentality, you already know that you already won.
And life is just trying to prove to you, like, is this really what you want? Are you strong enough? Is your skin thick enough to handle what you're asking for? The life already know you can do it, but it's just it ain't for everybody.
Life already knows that you can do it, and it wants to see if you believe you can do it.
Yes.
I like that. Life knows you can do it. Like life already knows you can do it.
For example,
and that's why it already gave it to you.
Yeah, like, it's your purpose. It's for you. Like, nobody can deliver your message how you can deliver it. Only you can deliver that message for you.
Mm-hmm.
I would also say.
What's funny? What is that?
Okay. Like, for example, with this show, boom. We had the idea. Uh-huh. We started, and I was just telling Jay, I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but honestly, it was like episode 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Like, I was not comfortable like talking in front of y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all felt that, but I was just like, yeah. But just because I'm so private and I didn't know, what all I could share with people. But after just doing it, and I just let go, and I was like, universe, what? Why did you give me that idea? Why am I doing this? And I just let go, and now I'm just like, this is how I feel. So I mean, really, like, and that's just to be tangible and to be transparent with y'all, like. Even though I had this idea ever since I was a kid, like, man, I'm supposed to be helping people and like on some type of show. I was scared as crap. Like, I used to be so nervous
Yeah,
before.
you go back to the first episode.
I used to be so...
She was like, I'm nervous with her, like, phrase. Like, she was always nervous. But
And I wasn't just saying it.
But for real, like, to go back to the how, guys, look, the fact that you are able to dream it, the fact that you're able to think on it, the fact that you're able to vocalize what it is you want, to write down what you want to be, to you know, internalize it, to have a conversation about it. The fact that you're able to do that is proof that it's capable and possible for your life, that it's already at some point in your life, it's already there. You just have to start to get it, and don't let go of how it's going to happen. Just start walking. Just take literally one step. I know you said that, you know, the year, you know what I mean? But
and actually somebody caught me on that.
Somebody, I think Carol said.
Oh, sorry.
Carol said a year is far. Today is the first. How can I take a step right after the show tonight or tomorrow?
What are you gonna do today?
Definitely, but it's like okay. So there's an African proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. You know, so I would say so a step that you could take is what they said. Write down what it is you want, because you can't hit a target that you can't see. So write down what it is you want, and then after that, write down what you know, what you think at least it's gonna take to get there. And then I would say the third step would be ask yourself, is it worth it? Because if you write down what it is you want, and then you write down what you believe is gonna take to get to that place, and then looking at both of them, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth the sleepless nights? Is it worth the early mornings? Is it worth losing friends? Is it worth being judged? Is it worth being tired? Is it worth potentially losing a relationship? Is it worth you know what I mean, the stress, the turmoil that you're going to go through? Is it worth it? And if your answer is yes after every question, then you know what you need. Then start. And if it's not, if you truly say it's not, then go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is you want to do.
Yes. And then also somebody said fear of failure and fear of people are the two biggest reasons for not taking the first step. Y'all, we're going to have to do a whole episode on this. Y'all, you can't worry about what nobody else thinks or say about you, because we all in life trying to figure out what this is for and why we're doing this. And we have all this magic inside of us. You need to sprinkle that everywhere. For real. But people are worried about what the next person has said. The next person, if they're being negative, it's just because they don't believe in themselves, lack of personal development, and
I mean, definitely, and
they're scared themselves too. So you can't listen to the next person if they don't have what you want.
People are gonna, if they don't even got what you want, why you listening to them?
Why you listening to them?
That's real.
And the fear of failure, listen, you're gonna fail along the way. That's just gonna come with it. Definitely. But it's not a failure. Like, take that word off. It's a lesson. It's something you gotta learn in order to get that gift. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, I don't want to fail." You gonna fail if you look at it like that. But I don't look at it for, like, I'm telling you, there's so many setbacks, lessons that I had to learn that I'm still learning. It's growth. You're not ready. Whoever you're trying to be, you're not ready today because you already have it. If you were ready, dang girl, No, seriously, I'm talking to myself right now. If you were ready to have whatever that goal or that dream was, you already have it. You're not ready. So there's some things that you have to go through today, tomorrow, next week, next year to get that gift. You're going to get it. You're going to get that golden dream. You just got to start. You just got to go. You got to keep going.
You all right?
Yeah,
Take a sip. Take a sip of the tea. Take a sip of the tea. You know what I mean? Like, dang, that was good. That was good. And that's the show, guys. You know what I mean? No, Tori said, fear, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. It's your choice.
Yes. Y'all, change your paradigm if you feel like the negative. Y'all, personal development. That's all I can say.
And for the people who, like, you know what I mean, afraid of judgment, like, yo, it doesn't, like, if you only, the people, you could be in the middle, right? And the people on the left side of you are going to have an opinion for going to, the people on the left side of you are going to have an opinion for going to the right. The people on the right are going to have an opinion for you to going to the left. And the people on both sides are going to have an opinion on you if you stay in the middle. So, yo, like, it doesn't matter what people say at the end of the day, because somebody's always going to say something good or bad. But just do what you believe is right and press forward in that.
And you're the only person who lives with yourself 24/7. So even, you know what I mean? If the next person around you or the person in your giving you negative energy, you need to get a new friend, get a new boo, get some. You need to change your environment because they need to be feeding you, fueling you, only positive and being supportive. Even if, you know, being realistic with you, but at the same time, like, you can't worry about what the next person say because you're the only person who's with you 24/7, 365 days a year. And with that being said, you have to make yourself happy for you, not for the next person. Who cares what the next person has to say? Like, okay, do they pay your bills? Do they make it?
Some they might, but
they might.
You never know.
But the only way you cannot be, external forces don't make you happy. The only way you can be happy is if you make you happy, and by doing that, you have to do what you want to do.
Yeah, it's two things that I want to say real quick,
I know.
And we're gonna wrap it up.
I know.
It was something I heard was like a ship is supposed to take you somewhere. So when you're in a relationship, when you're in a friendship, like if it's not taking you somewhere, then you need to get off that ship. You need to abandon the ship. That's what it said. You know what I mean? So if your friendships, if your relationship isn't taking you to where you want to go, or somewhere, you know what I mean, to a checkpoint in where you want to go, then you need to abandon ship. And then another thing was in the book I'm reading, it said that when the inner voice starts to outweigh the outer voice, that's when you truly have mastered your life. You know, it's like when you're able to shut out what's going on out here and really hone in on what's going on in here. That's when you've mastered. That's a point where you can checkpoint where you can say, I'm beginning or have mastered my life. So that's just powerful. When I heard that, I was like, man, like, yo, you have to be able to know what's coming in and know what, you know what I mean? And what's that called? What's that called? What's the word when you're, dang. And it's crazy because I was doing good. I was trying to get on your level. That's what that was. I was trying to get on your level. She shut it down. No, but you have to be able to cipher through what's coming in. That's not the word I'm looking for, but for lack of a better word or lack of a better term, you have to be able to cipher through what's coming in. What's the word I'm looking for, man?
And now it's right there, but it's gonna sound like what you just said. Not cipher,
but
filter.
Dang, Zay is on fire today, y'all.
You better stop.
There it is. Taking another sip of the tea. No, but
it's the tea, y'all.
That's what it is. No, but we're gonna get out of here, man. Like, man, like, this show has been
wow.
This has been powerful.
Wow.
At least for us. Hopefully we've been able to help you guys in some way, shape, or form. This was dope. So yeah, like really just let go of the how. Let it go. You know what I mean? And let it come to you. Don't try to be so rigid. Like, let it go and let it come to you. But you want to hit us with that QOD?
Yes. So our QOD came from the awesome, y'all. He's so amazing, Jim Carrey. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all like actually just listen to what he said aside from his funny movies, but no, but he really is deep for real. But anyways, so his quote is, as far as I can tell, you just have to let the universe know what you want and work towards it. Mm-hmm. And
wow. It was going so good. It was going so good.
And
letting go.
And while letting go.
Start over. Please.
We live, y'all.
Okay.
So, as far as I can tell, you just have to let the universe know what you want while working towards it and letting go of how. I messed that up. Jay, do it. Jay gonna do it for the people, y'all.
All right, so look, Jim Carrey said, as far as I can tell, it's just about letting the universe know what you want and letting go of how it, and working towards it while letting go of how it comes to pass.
Oh, dang. Do it again. I'm sorry, y'all messed that up because that was a powerful, and I don't know if y'all really felt it, but Jay, do it one more time for him. One more time.
All right, last time, but last time. But no, like for real, guys, it's about letting the universe know what it is you want and working towards it while letting go of how it comes to pass. Definitely. Shout out to Jim.
Yeah, shout out to Jim.
I know he's going through some things right now, but shout out to Jim.
Yeah, and shout out to Jay. That's why you always got to have that accountability partner. You know what I'm saying? We got each other, balance each other out. Anyways, Jay, are you gonna leave us with what's the motivation for the week, Jay?
No, definitely. So look, guys, there was a quote that I heard on the topic of quotes. It was a quote that I heard that said, "We don't rise to the occasion," and it's from the amazing and powerful Inky Johnson. He said, "We don't rise to the occasion. We resort back to who we always have been." And I'm going to say it again. We don't rise to the occasion. We resort back to who we've always been. So what I'm saying, guys, is if when you're going after what it is you're going after, whether it be a weight loss goal, whether it be a dream you're trying to become a millionaire, you're trying to become an artist, you're trying to become an architect, whatever the case may be, when you're going after those things, something is going to come up. Something's going to happen, right? And it's a challenge or an occasion is going to come. And like you don't rise to that, you resort back to who you always been. So if you've been a quitter all your life, you're going to quit. If you've been a runner all your life, you're going to run. You know what I mean? If you've been an excuse maker all your life, you're going to make excuses. So what I'm saying to you guys, I'm not trying to say that in a negative sense to discourage you. What I'm saying is if you're going to have what you want to have, if you're going to do what you want to do, if you're going to become what you want to become, you have to be somebody you've never been.
Ouch.
You have to become somebody you've never been before. So because the person you are today, like Zay said, is not able to handle what it is you want. So you have to become a new individual so you can have that new life that you want to have. So you can have that goal you want to have. So you can have that dream that you want to have. And I know that you're powerful enough to do it because you've already won the race to life. Yeah. So it's time to start living it. Go be great, guys.
Wow. Y'all. That's my brother for real, y'all. Okay, only because we gotta get out here. Y'all, thank y'all so much for the love and support. We really appreciate y'all tuning in, just like we help y'all. Anyway, we do the show live, not only for you all, but for ourselves, to remind us that every day we are live.
Every day
We are live. There's no edits, no filters, no cutbacks. You gotta keep going through all the mistakes. So make sure you go out, live your show, y'all. Go out, live your show, and make it phenomenal.
Love you guys.
See y'all later.